Hello friends, as I already informed you in my earlier video, I've come up with the very first video of pattern series. In this video, I'll be showing you both theoretically and practically how to write code for half pyramid pattern. So without any further delay, let's begin. Friends, what I have figured out since I have started coding various patterns and series programs is that most of the pattern programs can be easily understood and simplified by tabular form or table logic. Getting confused? Don't worry. Let's take a look at the table concept. We all know a table has several rows and columns. Rows are the horizontal boxes, whereas the columns are vertical boxes. For pattern programs, if we fill out these boxes with the pattern we have to code, then we can easily make logic of such programs and have lots of ways to reach out the solutions. Now let's take a look at the pattern which I'm gonna code in this video. This is a half pyramid pattern made by the number 1. You can use either number, letter or a special character to write the code of this pattern. But you may ask, how? To know the logic of this program, let's move on to the program concept. In this pattern, you can clearly see here, it has got 5 rows as well as 5 columns. So to code this pattern, I'll declare two variables I and j, in which the variable I is for rows and j is for columns. Let's make it more clear through practical. Here, first of all, I'm including a header file called studio.h. Then I'm gonna write main function inside which I'm gonna declare two variables that are I and j. Now I'm writing for loop using variable I for rows. Within this for loop, I'm using another for loop with the help of variable j, which is for columns. Here, I'm using the number 1 inside print function to display the pyramid. Coming out of this loop, I have to use new line escape sequence to terminate each row. If I don't terminate each row, everything will be displayed in a single row, and that will be awkward output. So keep that in mind. So this is our complete program for the half pyramid pattern. Now let's run the program. Here we go. This is our final output, the pattern we wanted to display. You might be wondering how this program is working. To get this idea, let's move on to the explanation part. Here, first of all, I'm gonna write the conditions that I have used in the program. The variables I and j are initially set to 1. The value of I keeps on changing till it becomes 5. Similarly, the value of j continues up to the value of I. Print function prints our desired output. Likely, the values of I and j keeps on increasing every time. So here the value of I and j is 1. It will check the first condition, which becomes true. So it moves to print function, which displays 1. Then it goes to increment variable j and the value of j becomes 2. It comes back to second condition, but it becomes false, and the control goes to increment variable I, which increases its value to 2. Now the control returns back to the first variable I, whose value now has become 2. Then it goes to j, whose value still starts from 1 and continues for 2 times. This time, second loop runs 2 times, and accordingly print function inside this displays 2 times 1. For third iteration, second loop terminates and moves to increment part. This way the nested for loop runs 5 times. When the value of I becomes 6, the first condition becomes false and the loop terminates. Finally, we'll get this pattern as our output. Just learning something is not enough. You have to keep it in practice. Considering this, I want you to complete the exercise that I'm gonna give you right now. What you have to do is write a C program in comment section to display this inverted half pyramid. I'll pick some of your random comments and discuss about them in my upcoming videos. Also, I'll provide the solution of this pattern in my next video. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video.